The best part of coming home is that my mom always buys fresh coffee to welcome me back.
I bought that coffee a month and a half ago when your brother was here.
Only Folgers has the interlocking aroma seal lid for fresh tasting coffee every time.
The Sunsilk Anti-Flat has given you twice the volume and more confidence. But confidence has its own problems. Sunsilk, we're here to help.
Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, I know. I got a guy on it.
You called the Maytag repairman?
He was available. I think I got it, fellas.
Code red, droughts. Code red.
I'm on it. Thanks.
The Maytag Centennial. Stainless steel wash basket and commercial grade transmission. Now that's a Maytag.
Tell me about it.
Today on The View. Great hot topic.
You're not funny. And I was like, well, you get a job.
Great guest.
Did you actually feel sexy as that?
Stars of the blockbuster musical Hairspray. John Travolta and Queen Latifah. Plus a whole lot of fun. It's Must View TV.
Excuse me, Professor. Finding the right mattress and box spring doesn't have to be so confusing. At the Original Mattress Factory, we strive to simplify the mattress shopping experience. We manufacture top quality products in our own locally owned and operated factory, then sell direct to you. Our formula is simple. Quality products plus factory direct pricing equals great value. At the Original Mattress Factory.
It's Empire's half-price home interiors sale. You'll save 50% on beautiful brand-name carpet, so you can carpet more rooms for less. Why stop with just one room? Save and do another room, too. With Empire, you shop at home and choose from a great selection, and we install next day. You'll save 50% with no payments till 2009. Empire's half-price home interiors sale. Call now and carpet more rooms for less.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Tonight on News Channel 5 at 11, you turn your head for a moment. You look away for a second. Then panic sets in. Consumer specialist Angie Lau is on your side with the most important tool any parent can have. Tonight on News Channel 5 at 11.
Ready to remodel. Whether you change one window or a whole room, Marvin Windows and Doors capture every detail you want and nothing else.
Visit Schumacher Lumber on Mill Street in Hartville.
I lost 57 pounds. I mean, look at me. I feel great, and you can do it too.
Take control on the new Pure Weight Loss Program. Eat when you want, where you want, and lose weight fast.
It's great to be noticed. I really like that. It feels great. I love it.
On the new Pure Weight Loss Plan, you can eat out or at home. Enjoy the foods you love like pizza, burgers, and chocolate and still lose weight.
Pure Weight Loss works so fast. You see results right away. So pick up the phone and call.
Why do some people smile more than others? Is it because they're happier, friendlier, or because they got a great smile at Sears Dental? Sears Dental offers convenient hours and terrific values. New patients can get a routine cleaning, exam, and x-rays for just $79. Get no interest financing for 24 months on braces. Crowns start at less than $700 and partials at less than $870. So start smiling. Call Sears Dental at 1-800-47-SMILE today.
News Channel 5 has the latest real estate information. Go to newsnet5.com and click on MLS Experts and get the facts from top professionals like Rena Canner, focusing on Western, Geauga, Southern Lake counties, and Aurora, or Tammy Koleski, specializing in Elyria and surrounding areas. A Howard Hanna top listing sales agents like Gloria Hardington, Realty One Real Living's top producing agent specializing in Rocky River. Top agents who know your neighborhood. Newsnet 5 and MLS Experts.
Would you like to have a breast augmentation and pay nothing for a year? 800-891-3992. Would you like to have lipo and pay nothing for a year? year? 800-891-3992. No payments for a year for a tummy tuck? 800-891-3992. For a limited time, get the plastic surgery procedure you've been wanting and pay nothing for 1 year. Call Aesthetic Avenue Plastic Surgery Center at 800-891-3992 and pay nothing for a year.
If you love how Scotch-Brite scrubs in the kitchen, guess what? There's a scrubber for the bathroom, too. The Scotch-Brite Toilet Scrubber. Packed with scrubbing power and specially shaped to clean under the rim. Get it done right. Scotch-Brite, the best scrubber for your toilet. Try the Scotch-Brite Toilet Scrubber free. Go to scotchbrite.com for details.
I've designed all kinds of fashion, but when Serta asked me to design a mattress collection, I said, let me sleep on it. It should be luxurious, romantic, stylish, and comfortable.
The Vera Wang by Serta collection. Serta, we make the world's best mattress.
Life is but a dream.
Wake up with Good Morning Cleveland and start your day right. From the team that knows Cleveland, anchors Paul Kiska, Kimberly Gill, people who grew up right here in Northeast Ohio. Weather and traffic on the 5s with Suzanne Horgan and with Tricia Skidmore. The team that loves helping you get a good start to your day. Jack Marshall and Joy Benedict with overnight and breaking news. Wake up with a morning newscast that's on your side. Good Morning Cleveland. Weekdays starting at 5.
Here's why over 45 million people love DirecTV.
DirecTV has such a higher picture quality than cable. It's great.
I get all my local channels on DirecTV.
If you're an NFL fan, you have to have DirecTV, and you have to have the NFL Sunday Ticket because there's no other way to watch football.
Sunday Ticket is a must-have for football fans.
The customer service with DirecTV is great.
With cable, it was like they were acting like they were doing me a favor by taking my money.
Once you watch something in high def, it's really difficult to watch anything else. And with DirecTV, the HD channels are amazing.
The DVR has really changed my life. Like, I can watch my shows whenever I want.
I can pause it. If the phone rings, you can pause it and come back to your show, and it's ready to go.
Switch now. Just call the number on your screen. There's no startup cost and no equipment to buy. There's free installation, and packages start at just $29.99 a month. Plus, sign up now, and you'll receive a portable DVD player for free. So call right now.
If you have cable, you're in the dark ages.
DirecTV is so much better than cable. I would never go back.
Always looks so nice. Well, listen.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good morning, I'm Elizabeth Vargas at ABC News headquarters in New York. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this ABC News special report. Attorney General Alberto Gonzales is about to hold a news conference at the Justice Department in Washington this morning to announce his resignation. Gonzales was under intense pressure from both sides of the aisle in Congress, where there have been calls for a special prosecutor to investigate whether he lied under oath. Gonzales' tenure has been marred with both bitter controversy over his role in the firings of 9 U.S. attorneys and charges the dismissals were politically motivated. He was also criticized for his crucial role in the NSA's secret surveillance program. In an ABC News Washington Post poll conducted in June, 52% disapproved of Gonzales' handling of the U.S. attorney firings. Just 35% thought he should keep his job. Gonzales was appointed Attorney General in February of 2005. He is a longtime, very close friend of President Bush since their days together in Texas. He was the Bush family, President Bush's lawyer, when he was governor of Texas. This is just the latest in a series of resignations from some of the president's closest advisors. Both Dan Bartlett and Karen Hughes, close aides to the president, recently stepped down. And Karl Rove, often considered to be the president's top advisor, announced his departure just 2 weeks ago. So as you can see in the room, reporters are assembled and waiting at the Department of Justice for the Attorney General. There had been calls for a long time for this resignation. We are told that he called the president on Friday afternoon and told him he planned to step down. The president and Mrs. Bush then asked both the Attorney General and his wife to come to Crawford, Texas, the Bush family ranch, to dine with them for a farewell brunch. There's no word yet as to why the resignation happened on Friday. Our chief Washington correspondent, or White House correspondent, Martha Raddatz, joins us. Martha, we don't know what precipitated this action on Friday afternoon at all?
We don't, although the White House will say it was Alberto Gonzales' decision to step down, and the president reluctantly accepted that. And I think we have Alberto Gonzales coming in now.
He is taking the podium to address the reporters, the Attorney General of the United States.
Good morning. 13 years ago, I entered public service to make a positive difference in the lives of others. And during this time, I have traveled a remarkable journey from my home state of Texas to Washington, D.C., supported by the unwavering love and encouragement of my wife, Rebecca, and our sons, Jared, Graham, and Gabriel. Yesterday, I met with President Bush and informed him of my decision to conclude my government service as Attorney General of the United States, effective as of September 17th, 2007. Let me say that it has been one of my greatest privileges to lead the Department of Justice. I have great admiration and respect for the men and women who work here. I have made a point as Attorney General to personally meet as many of them as possible, and today I want to again thank them for their service to our nation. It is through their continued work that our country and our communities remain safe, that the rights and civil liberties of our citizens are protected, and the hopes and dreams of all of our children are secured. I often remind our fellow citizens that we live in the greatest country in the world, and that I have lived the American dream. Even my worst days as Attorney General have been better than my father's best days. Public service is honorable and noble, and I am profoundly grateful to President Bush for his friendship and for the many opportunities he has given me to serve the American people. Thank you, and God bless America.
Why are you leaving?
The Attorney General leaving the podium after taking no questions from reporters. The first question shouted out, "Why are you leaving?" And of course the question, "Why are you leaving now?" He offered no explanation for his resignation. Martha, as you listen to his comments, he did make one reference to, quote, his worst days as Attorney General being better than his father's best days, of course alluding to his up from the bootstraps upbringing, but obviously talking about the fact that this has been tough in the last couple months.
It certainly has. He's been under a lot of pressure, but President Bush continually supported him. Can't tell you how many press conferences I have been to with President Bush and also his spokesman Tony Snow, again and again saying they supported Alberto Gonzales. But you have to remember, he also said that for a long time about Donald Rumsfeld. He said that a long time about Karl Rove, and both of those men left as well.
We're joined also on the phone, Martha, by our chief Washington correspondent, George Stephanopoulos. And George, this has not put an end to the calls from some members of Congress for a more thorough explanation as to what his true role was in the firings of those 9 U.S. attorneys. Does the Attorney General's resignation put the controversy to rest at all?
Oh, it doesn't put it to rest by any means. The chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Pat Leahy, fired off a press release immediately after he found out the word. By the way, his office said he had not been consulted on this in any way, saying that the investigation had to go on. You've seen similar statements from other members of the Judiciary Committee, like Senator Chuck Schumer, and also presidential candidates like John Edwards. They're not going to take the heat off. And Democrats in the past have suggested that the price for confirmation of a new Attorney General will be the White House giving up a lot of the documents they've claimed executive privilege for on this issue and also the domestic spying program. Let me add one other thing, Elizabeth. I spoke to a source just a little bit ago who's close to both the Attorney General and the President, who said the Attorney General spent the summer thinking about this and finally concluded that his remaining as Attorney General was going to be harmful to the Department of Justice. So he didn't answer that question at the press conference, but this source says that's the final reason that the Attorney General gave to the President.
Indeed, some of those recent congressional hearings have become almost excruciating to watch. The demands for his resignation so intense and so bitter from both Republicans and Democrats. Finally, let's check in once with Pierre Thomas, our Justice Department correspondent. Pierre, Paul Clements, the Solicitor General, will be the acting Attorney General. Any word, any lead yet on who might permanently be appointed to replace Alberto Gonzales?
Well, there are a number of names being bandied about this morning. Homeland Security Secretary Michael Chertoff, former Deputy Attorney General Larry Thompson, Fran Townsend, who serves as the Homeland Security Advisor to the President. Those are some of the names that we're hearing. Again, I just would add to what George said, that the Department this summer has been in deep, deep turmoil. There have been a lot of people who have been very depressed inside this building here, and in law enforcement in general, I cannot say that the Attorney General has had a lot of respect over the last few months.
All right, it's been a difficult time for not only the AG, but obviously the department under his control. Pierre Thomas, Martha Raddatz, and George Stephanopoulos, thanks so much. Once again, Attorney General Alberto Gonzales has just officially announced his resignation. He had served as Attorney General since February of 2005, the first Hispanic Attorney General in this country. His replacement will have to be confirmed by the Senate. We'll have much more on the Attorney General's resignation tonight on World News with Charles Gibson, and you can get the latest anytime at abcnews.com or our 24-hour news channel, ABC News Now. I'm Elizabeth Vargas in New York. Good day.
This has been a special report from ABC News.
If you're between 50 and 64, self-employed, between jobs, or retiring early, we have health insurance just for you. The AARP Personal Health Insurance Plan, underwritten by United Healthcare. Call this toll-free number on your screen right now. Even if you're not an AARP member yet, you can see any doctor without referrals. And you also have the choice to stay in-network to save money, even when you're traveling in the U.S. Plus, a majority of the country's best hospitals are part of the plan. And you'll get prescription drug benefits. Call this toll-free number on your screen right now to learn more about how to qualify. We'll send you a free, no-obligation information kit, guidance that can help you make sense of health insurance and determine the best coverage for you. So if you're between 50 and 64, remember, life changes. Be ready for it. With health coverage that has all the benefits you need in check, the AARP Personal Health Insurance Plan. Call now.